Hello, everybody. I'm Saida Affouneh from Palestine. From An-Najah National University. I'm going to talk about our experience in developing our first MOOC. The idea of MOOCs is very recent topic. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course. For us in Palestine, it's just was amazing to experience this technology of developing this course. Just to give a brief about what MOOCs. MOOCs is was first introduced in 2008. It's free of charge. It's a course that's online. It's different from any other certificate courses or degrees courses because it's designed for large numbers without any conditions, without any boundaries. And materials are in different way, like lectures, readings, videos, forums. And the best thing about it, it's the interactive between learners and peer-to-peer learning. Just to introduce my university as one of 49 higher education institutions in Palestine. There are 14 universities. One of them is an open university, and the other 13 are conventional. In our university, we have more than 22,000 students, undergraduate, and we have more than 5,000 graduate students for 38 master programs and 2 doctoral programs. Our university is in Nablus city, and we have 1 campus in Tulkarem. The idea of Discover Palestine came years ago with one of our faculty members. He teaches geography, and he developed this course with one university abroad to share it to introduce Palestine to them. But it was not in the way as it is now as a MOOC. Then we started to develop this course to be a MOOC. The idea came because of many people in the world, they don't know anything about Palestine. They don't know anything about Palestinian except what they heard in the news. So we thought it's a good idea to use technology to introduce our country, to introduce ourselves as Palestinian in a way that we think is suitable. So we start developing our MOOC. We were 5 people working on that. And we decided to do it in English, so more people will have the chance to learn about Palestine. And we decided to talk more about history, archaeology, culture, and heritage in an interactive way that many people will be able to join and to also enjoy. So it was our first experience. And now in the Arabic world, there is only approximately 40 MOOCs, that our is one of them. The goal of our course is to discuss the history, geography, archaeology, and culture background of ancient Palestine in an informed way. It's a 9-week course that explores the ancient land of Palestine. Learners from different countries, from different backgrounds, from different areas will participate and did participate in the course. And we hope in the future, more and more people will participate in this course. Why Discover Palestine? And why this topic in particular. And from our lessons that we learned through the last 3 cycles that we have done, it's important to present our perspectives of Palestine as we see it, as we experience it, and also to use media and open world to introduce Palestine and Palestinian from, the social aspect of Palestine, from the history, from the culture perspective. I'm going now to talk more about the way that we work to develop the course. It was a very challenging experience that we faced a lot of challenges, but we were able to overcome those challenges. People who work on developing the course, I was the course team leader and at the same time the instructional designer. My colleagues were from geography and archaeology and multimedia specialist. We worked together very hard in order to develop, first, to decide on the outline of the course, second, to decide on the platform that we should use, and then a lot of work was done to develop the content, the course content. It was not easy to decide what to put in and what to leave out. Then we developed the course outline, we developed the content, and we asked a committee from people to support us to audit it. Then we need to translate it because not all the material were in Arabic. So we start our translation and our auditing of all the material. Then we send it to an external evaluator to decide if this is in the best way or not. And our main aim was to decide on 2 things. First, the content, and second, if it does speak to the, to the international community, or are we speaking to ourselves as a Palestinian? So we need to have to develop the course in a way that it talks to international people in their language and talk to their hearts and to their brains. It was a very interesting experience, but at the same time, it was full of many challenges. But we decided to overcome the whole challenges, and this is where we are now, that it's published and it has been done. The course consists of 5 topics: geography of Palestine, the history of Palestine, heritage and culture of Palestine, the main cities in Palestine, and a virtual tour to Palestine. Then we have a glossary, we have Palestine in photos, and at the end, it was the research projects that each participant have to sit for. Each of the 5 topics have a lot of subtopics, and each subtopic consists of readings, photos, and videos. So, for each topic, we developed a basic reading materials that they need to read, participants need to read, and then an extra reading materials for people who are interested. So we have a variety of reading material for participants. Then we have a lot of photos, which is real ones that have been taken either for the purpose of this course or have been taken before. And many videos, and also the same, some videos we have developed them ourselves on the university studios, and other videos that it's from archive and from the internet. We used for evaluation tools, forums, and projects. So after each topic, in each category, we have forums for discussion, and we have at the end of the course, there are 2 projects that participants can decide to use to choose one of them. The forums were very interesting because you can see different perspectives of different participants, and we were able to the course team were able to participate in the forums in order to respond, to interact, to answer questions, and at the same time to be able to demonstrate the idea of the forum. Many videos about Palestine, like Jerusalem, the old city, like about Bethlehem, about how we celebrate different, occasions in Palestine, and about Palestinian culture, Palestinian food, about dabka, about music, different things there are in this course. Just to share one of the forums with you, it's about the Palestine climate, how people participate and how we respond and we interact with, participants. It is very interesting. To talk about the main challenges that we face, I can tell you, it was just that we believe that we can do it is the only motivation for us. We want to do it. We want this MOOC to happen. So it was very challenging because we have no previous experience. We didn't know much about MOOCs. We didn't have a lot to read about. We have nothing in Arabic written about it. So we need to read more. We need to know what to do it. So it was learning and doing at the same time. So each time we have a challenge, we have an obstacle, we go back to literature, we go back to learn, and then we try to apply what we learned. And this is very challenging, I tell you, but at the same time, it's enjoyable. It's a pleasure for us. It was for me, myself, a pleasure because it's like, it's like building your house. You put one stone, one brick after another to see the whole picture. So we don't have any experts in that subject, but now the team are experts in this issue. But we built our experience in a very hard way, in the difficult way, I think, but the interesting way. I tell you, there was no fund for Discover Palestine. Only we as a team, and we have the support of the institution to do it, but we do not have any fund. We do it through our time, we do it through our daily work, and we were very motivated to do it because we thought it's part of our national responsibility. It's part of our social responsibility for our university and for our home Palestine. Beauty to let people from outside know more about our beloved home. We didn't know where we are going and how we can do it. So we don't have any clear map road to do it. Just we want to do it. This is the idea. So we have no expected results. The only thing that we expect that we are going to do it. We are going to have a MOOC online in English, and then it's happened. So this is what was going on. Now we are in our, we did it now for 2 times, and now it's our 3rd time. We have 247 participants from around the world. It's very interesting to see how the number of participants distribute by nationalities. It's very interesting. The more about it that we have Palestinian who participate in this MOOC. If you look at the numbers, and we have also we have people from around the world, and it's interesting that we have many Palestinians who participate in the MOOC. And some people decide to communicate with us, to keep in touch until now. And some of them, one of them, she came to visit Palestine and to volunteer in the university in a youth program to support Palestinian youth. And we think this is a very big achievement that some people, they change their attitudes, they change their knowledge, they gain a lot of knowledge about Palestinian, and they decide to come to volunteer and to support us. The big challenge was, where shall we announce or disseminate about our MOOC? So this is a chart tell you about where did we announce about it. We put it at our website, An-Najah website. It was announced also on MOOC database. It was announced on social media like the Facebook and all the social media of the university. Also, it was announced in some of our partners' website, which is very interesting, and we are grateful for them. If you look about the chart, you can see that through An-Najah website and the MOOC list are the 2 main ways that people know about the MOOC, the most thing. Then the social media. So we need to re-announce now about our next cycle of Discover Palestine. There are many opportunities in this experience for us. The management of the university were very supportive. They were supportive in a way that they want us to do it, but the support was, they can offer, they did not say you can't do it, this was an opportunity. They say try it and see what will happen. The team, we were very enthusiastic to have this course, and we were very cooperative together. We worked together night and days to finish this, and I really appreciate their hard work. One of the opportunities that it was a chance for our university that many people were able to know more about our university. They were able to know more about our academic programs and look at it in a positive way. One of the most important opportunity that it was, just a big challenge for the Arab world, that not very MOOCs are there. So the Arab words are more on the MOOC database. So it's an opportunity for us to have more open resources online. It's very interesting. I have just few statistics about the participants' interest. You know, it was very hard for the participants, and this is one of the big challenges that we face, because they are coming from different backgrounds. They are coming from different also academic backgrounds and from different countries with different attitudes and different levels of knowledge towards the Palestinian case. So we did not know, and we still don't know how to respond, because we don't know where does that person stand. It's not like any other MOOCs. It's a very sensitive issue and a very sensitive case. We noticed that participants are more interested in the history, more than geography, more than the culture issue. And this is why we decide to revisit the course and give more time for the Palestinian history than the geography. And after getting a lot of feedback and from the participants, we decide to revisit the course in a way not only to change the time for each category, but also to reduce the amount of reading materials that we have for participants, and to increase the forums, and to increase also the to increase the small videos, to put more small videos, short videos than long videos. Why we did that? Because we after visiting the course different times, we saw that people are unable to continue the course until the end and unable to participate in an interactive way usually. At the end of each week, like Saturdays and Sundays, we see more participation from the rest of the week. And this is, we can understand that. Let me talk more also about the challenges that I start. Participants did not finish the course. This was a big disappointment thing for all of us. And we were really unhappy about that. But going back to the literature, reading more about MOOCs, we discovered that this is usual, that in all MOOCs, we start with thousands of people and we end with hundreds. And for us, we start with hundreds, we end with tens. So this gives us a hope again that we can continue to offer this course. It exists there and people will participate. People can choose what to learn as much as they want on the time that they want. So the variety of participants was also very challenging. We have people who speak very good English, better than we do, and we have people who speak not very good English. And we need also to be able to communicate, to follow up with all of these people. Also, one of the difficult thing is the time, because how to follow up with people are 24 hours from around the world. They are participating in different times. So we need to be able to follow up and to catch with different time zones, so that no people can feel he is ignored or neglected or not be able to participate. So it was our first MOOC. We don't have any experience, and it took us a long time to learning, and we're still trying to apply what we learned, and we still need more, professional experience, not only that we go and read from the literature, learn from experience. And I think OpenMed project will be a good chance for our university, An-Najah, to learn more about this issue and then be able to participate more on the open community, not only on Discover Palestine MOOC, but also on another MOOCs for different other subjects. So I think this is an opportunity for us to be on the open community map. The other important problem is the teaching load for the working team. We did this MOOC as an extra job. It was not part of our, our plan. We decided to do it. We took 1 year to develop the whole MOOC, but it was very challenging. It took us more than 1 year to have the whole thing in the first draft, and it took us like another half year to be able to edit, to be able to evaluate, to be able to disseminate, and then another half year to be able to announce. And so it was like 2 years of work to be able to do it with lack of fund, with shortage in experience, only with high level of motivation and the willing to be able to do it and the hard work of the team. Some of the feedback that we get, this is our friend Gisert. She was able to come to Palestine after she finished the course, and she was happy to learn more about Palestine and about a lot of things about Palestine. What was interesting that we have, just to focus on Palestinian participants, some people who left Palestinian, their family left Palestine very early after Al-Nakba. Their children and siblings were not able to come back to visit Palestine. Many of them, they participate in this course and were able to know more about their country while they were abroad. So that was one of our good success story. We look forward to make it in more different languages, more than English, like on French or another languages. But we will be working on that in the future. The most important thing for us now is to have how to disseminate the course because we use as a learning management system Moodle, and Moodle is not the best learning management system for MOOCs. I think through the OpenMed, maybe we will be able to learn more after getting the training and be able to listen to best practice, to learn more from best practice. I think we will be able to know what is the most important platform to use, how to be able to disseminate the course in a better way, how to go further in the MOOCs, and also at the same time, we look now forward to document our experience in a better way as one of the, as one of the experience in the Mediterranean and one of the experience in the Arab world. Just to inform you about what we do for dissemination locally and outside. Locally, we did a lot of workshops in the university, and so we asked people to support us, try to bring more material for us, bring material to be able to give us feedback about the course. So we have a supporting team that will read for us, give us feedback, give us advice from the university so we can develop our MOOC. But you know, as people are very busy, it was not easy to get much feedback. Just a few people were interested. They gave some feedback. The second phase was to go outside the university. So we have a workshop for, we call it like a launching event with people from outside the university, representative for different assemblies and different ministries. So we asked them to come, we present the MOOC, and they were able to give us feedback, to advise us and guide us on where we can get resources for the content of the course. And now through the OpenMed project, maybe we can go more international. The most important challenging this thing about Palestine is we need, you know, to represent it in a way that it's about the owning of how to own the course, how to get information, how to document information, and about copyright. Copyright was a big challenge for us because we want to do it in the best way. We want to get all the sources, and we need to be very careful. We did not have a very big experience in that area, so we did our best. We learned through doing, and we were able to do it, I think, in the way that we do appreciate for now. So this is our story for MOOC. It's not a, you know, it's just a story like all Palestinians' stories that is full of challenges, and it's full of hope still. Like I can tell you, in Palestine, we keep saying, despite all the odds, we need to be on the map. So I think by MOOC, by Discover Palestine, we are on the virtual map for disseminating our country and for being part of the whole open community. So this is our message from the Holy Land. We look forward through the OpenMed project to be able to learn more and to disseminate our MOOC and to know more about how the best practice in open education for the future. Thank you very much. I'm ready for any questions.
Hello, Saida.
Hello.
I just wanted to ask one question, if I may. I know that I can speak. I don't know if the other participants can do this. I think they can just post questions on the YouTube channel if they wish. I would like to know about any assessment method that you have used in your MOOC, if any. And I would like to know, in your opinion, if the recognition of qualification acquired through MOOCs like yours is relevant or could be relevant in a formal higher education environment. And if this is something you are thinking about, to have formal recognition of credits and qualifications acquired by open education and by MOOCs.
Thank you, Christine. I think for the assessment method, if you are talking about assessing the participants, then yes, we have projects. We asked participants to do 2 projects, and the idea was to make peer-to-peer assessment, but because we don't have many participants, just like hundreds, it was easy to do it by ourselves with a rubric for assessment. It was a project. We gave them 1 month to be able to do it with all the conditions there. For the recognition, I think there is no formal recognition of MOOC, but we would like to have that. For our university, we give participants a certificate signed by the university president to say that they finished MOOC. They finished the Discover Palestine MOOC, and inside it we write down how many the topics that they covered. So for the people who finished all the MOOC, we give a certificate, different certificate from others who did not finish it. We look forward that there will be some kind of recognition in a formal way from some open institution or any agency. I don't know where. Thank you.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you, Saida.
I'm ready to answer any questions. I just want to announce something that I think in Palestine now we are working on a law for open education certificates or degrees. It is still in the development stage, but still working on. So maybe if we learn more about what are the experience in other countries, that will be very helpful. Okay, thank you very much. And thanks for OpenMed and for our partners. Thank you.
Thank you, Saida. I'm not sure how to get questions from participants. I think that probably in the YouTube channel they could post something.
Okay, maybe I'll follow that. All right.
I do not see questions there by now.
Okay.
So let me know if and when you may want to stop the broadcasting, and then the whole your whole webinar will be still on YouTube, and then we can continue the discussion on Twitter or on or on other social media channels using the hashtag OpenMed project.
Okay, thank you, Christina, for everything and for being very patient. I think we can stop now. All right.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Saida.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.